Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I am Liliana, Woman with a Vision. My message from God today is know that God does everything in life with good reason and good purpose. Know that God removes people out of your life for a reason. God knows and sees everything. He sees things that we can't see. He knows the intentions of a person's heart. And a lot of times we get upset when God removes us out of a relationship or a friendship or whatever, because we feel like, a person, I love this person, or this person has had to be the person for me. They were the one. But know that God knows everything. And if he removed you out of that situation, he did it with good intentions and good purpose. Know that God loves you just that much, that he allows things to happen for a good reason. You ever seen someone and they were in a relationship, a marriage, they were married, and all of a sudden it's over? Or even you just meet someone, you may have met someone and y'all connected in a different way, y'all talking, and then that marriage ended, or a relationship, it just over time you all just kind of separated and went your own separate ways, and then you hadn't seen that person for a good 10 years. Maybe 5-10 years, you didn't see that person. All of a sudden that person resurfaces. You run into them in a grocery store. You come across them on, now we have social media, and they contact you and they say, hey, I saw you, and I just wanted to say, you all may have had mutual friends. So they see you on there and they say, hey, I miss you. And you all start talking, and all of a sudden that relationship is like it never ended, and you all create that bond again. That's because that was meant to happen. Maybe 10 years ago you weren't ready for that relationship. Maybe 10 years ago it wasn't meant for that marriage to be. You weren't ready for marriage. God knows what we're ready for. He knows, even though we may feel like we're ready for something, God knows when we're not. I would rather follow God's plan than my plan, because sometimes sometimes your plan will lead you down to a road of destruction. Sometimes we destroy ourselves wanting to stay stuck in certain situations and be around certain people because of our emotions and our feelings. But when God shows you signs of this is not what it should be, it's best for you to walk away, because he has a better plan for you. He may have had a better relationship for you, or you needed to go through some things, or you don't know, maybe that person needed to go through some things in life. Maybe they weren't ready, but you didn't see that they weren't ready, because you don't know what God knows. He knows everything. Sometimes people may think that they're ready for something and they're not. It could have been 10 years of hell if you had stayed in that relationship. 10 years of hell, ups and downs, cheating, getting treated bad, mentally destroying who you are as a person. And God said, no, I'm not going to allow my child to go through that. I'm going to separate them. And I know it's going to hurt them, but I'm going to separate them. And when I feel like they're ready for it, I'll allow them to encounter and come back in contact with each other, because now they're ready. Timing is everything. See, we don't understand time. Time heals. Time fixes things. In time, you change. You're not going to be the same. 10 years ago, you were not the same person. 10 years later, you're a different person. You're a different person. So timing is everything. You don't wear the same clothes. Your hair might change. Your job might change in 10 years. Your job can change in 10 years. You get older. Your kids get over. Everything changes in time. So you don't think that timing is everything? Sometimes it's just not the time for things to happen when you want them to happen. God removes us out of situations for a reason. Accept that. Accept that. We don't want to accept that. I'm guilty of it myself. There have been people that I've got, and I didn't want to accept that this person is not meant for me. Maybe right now at this time, it's just not meant, because timing is everything. But when it's meant for a person to be in your life, there's nobody on the face of this earth, no enemy, no devil in hell, who can stop it. Because when God says now is the time, that's it. Now is the time. People could try to come in between. They could do things and try to alter it. It's going to happen anyway. Because when God says now's the time. Know that. Stop getting upset when things don't always go your way. Sometimes our way isn't the good way. I'd rather follow God's path, because I know He's not going to allow me to be hurt. And if I do experience anything, He's doing it for a reason. He's teaching me a lesson. Maybe I need to grow in a certain area. Sometimes we need to grow in a certain area. We need to learn things. You know, a lot of people feel like, well, I was going to get married. Maybe you weren't ready to be married yet. Maybe there were some things that you need to learn first. Maybe it was some things that other person needed to learn or needed to go through in life. Know that God does everything with good reason and good purpose. We don't look at the whole picture. We just look at the hurt and the pain. We don't try to analyze when maybe I'm not ready for it. We just want to rush into things. We want our life to be a certain kind of way. We want to be with a certain type of person. We want certain things, but sometimes God has another plan for you. And His plan, trust me, is always 100% better than what we want for ourselves. God knows the desires of your heart. He hears you when you pray. He knows what's best for you. And He's going to give you what's good for you. Sometimes we alter that because we don't listen to God when He said, don't do that. Okay, it's time for you to walk away, and we don't walk away. Then you end up going through hell. And you're sitting there trying to figure out, why this person treating me like this? And why is this happening to me? Because God told you to walk away. You didn't listen. It wasn't your time. Timing is everything. That wasn't for you. You wanted that anyway, but that wasn't for you. That's why it's not going right, because it wasn't for you. You wanted that. You chose that, but what God chose for you, it was different. God is always going to choose what's best for you. We, as humans, this flesh, we want what we want. We look at the outside of things. When you meet a person, you look at what you're attracted to. But sometimes we fail to see the unattractions, what's inside of a person, until it's too late. And now we're stuck in a situation and we want to get out because we're unhappy, and we start to see the not so good in a relationship or in a person. And then we want to get out and we want to run. God, why are you allowing this to happen to me? Well, He tried to show you. He tried to take you away from it. He tried to not give you that. You wanted it so bad, so now you got it, and now you're stuck in a situation and you're hurting. Listen to God, people. Let God lead and guide you when it comes to these relationships, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to people around you, when it comes to friendship, listen to God. Let Him lead and guide you. When He shows you who people are, believe it. When He takes you out of a situation, He's doing it for a reason. Stop getting upset and wanting to alter what God has for you. Timing is everything. His time is different from ours. Accept that. It's okay. I know you want things to be the way you want it to be. But sometimes your way ain't the right way. Sometimes your way is just leading you down a road of destruction. Hey, we all been through it. That's how we able to talk about it, because we've been through it. We're able to share this message to encourage you not to do it, to recognize it when you see it. God loves you just that much that He'll send someone with confirmation, that He'll send someone with a message to give you confirmation that it's okay for you to walk away from a situation that's not for you. That's how God is. He'll do something as simple as you see in this message. Maybe you pray to Him and you ask Him, God, I don't know what to do in this situation. What should I do? And then all of a sudden you run across a message. That's your confirmation That's God telling you, it's okay. Go ahead and walk away. If it's meant for you, it's going to happen in the right timing. Know that God loves you that so much, and I love you too. If you ran across this message, it was meant for you to hear it today. Know that God does everything with a good reason and a good purpose. If He taking somebody out of your life, He does it. He makes it happen for a reason. Know that. I am Liliana, Woman with a Vision. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I really do. It's Saturday, y'all. Go enjoy your Saturday and go be blessed. Know that God loves you so much. And guess what? I love you too.